Hey everyone, this is Rachel and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. If you hang out until after the video is through, there are always detailed shots of my current layout. Let's get going! Hey everyone, so I am once again doing a voiceover for a layout I made back in March 2019 at a crop. So I say that because it's not my usual setup. And I'm working with a bunch of slightly older Pinkfresh Studio. This is from about 2017. It is a mix of Boys Fort and, oh sugar, Escape the Ordinary. I think that's what it's called. I always forget the name of, I always remember Boys Fort, but I always forget the Escape the Ordinary. All right, so what I had done is with my silhouette when I was at home, I went ahead and cut out a bunch of different things. And one of the things I cut out was this word adventure. And after I cut it out specifically on this piece of paper with the sketchy gray lines and the multicolored chevrons on one side, specifically to be able to use the outside portion of it as well as the inside portion of it. Now, if you stay tuned to my channel, either the next video or the video after that will be the second layout I'm going to make with this cut file. But for today, I am using the outline. So I take some distress ink, and I believe this is chipped sapphire. Oh, you know what? It's distress oxide, not distress ink in chipped sapphire. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm doing a very patchy job on purpose. If you're actually looking for well blended color, you're going to want to work in a smaller area at once. But I wanted a mimicry of the background of my nephew's photo, which is kind of that very folded curtainy type look. So I wanted the same look for the background of my adventure word. So I'm using a mix of my liquid glue, which is a company called Art Glitter Clear Glue. So it's a clear glue. The company's name is Art Glitter. And then my ATG to tape that piece down. So I'm talking to someone at the crop, talking about what my plan is, and that is to insert the cut file and then to insert into the cut file the remnants of that to create the word adventure inside the outline of the word adventure. If that makes sense, if you got what I'm talking about, you're a better person than I am because I don't think I understood what I was just saying. You'll see once I start. Now, I am going to admit I'm chatting, I'm talking about this, and I'm going to make a horrifying mistake. I start gluing in the insides, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So I put down the A, and I put down the D, and I put down the center of the R, and then I realize, crud. That is not the pieces that are supposed to be glued down. You just totally screwed up. And you put it on top of ink. And yeah, it does not look awesome. It is okay. A lot of times you mess up things, and my idea is just keep going. You know what? You will find a way to fix it. That's just room to embellish. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are bad words being said right now. I'm not a huge swearer. This particular time, I was saying bad words. I was not happy with myself. And if you saw a previous layout of mine where I had talked about I'd had a couple of drinks and maybe that's what made me rip my paper. I had not been drinking at all at this point in the crop, so I have zero excuse for that, except just, chatting and not paying attention. So now I've gone ahead and I've glued down the correct portions of everything, and I just kind of had to pull out the cut file, and because I glued things down, I just had to be gentle with it so I didn't rip anything. So now all of my items are down. And I love the way this looks. It ends up looking really cool. I do fix the rest of it, and it looks really nice in the end. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. So I have this 5x7 photo, my nephew's senior school photo. So not like his yearbook photo, but so what I do is I go back over it with ink, and I think I actually went over it with black ink instead of the navy. That's totally okay. I don't care. Because I'm basically covering the rest of it up with some embellishments. So I grabbed this paper by Boys Fort with the bisected color circles, and I'm just going to do a very thin mat with that. Basically, just to make the photo slightly bigger and just to add emphasis to it because I've got such a big piece going on over on the left hand side with that. And I'm going to put the letter T over that. So just kind of brings the two halves together. And so what I'm going to do is use my embellishments to kind of cover up the areas where I made the errors. So I pull out a bunch of the different chipboard stickers, and then you cannot tell that I made a mistake at all. It looks purposeful, and that's just what you have to do. If you make an error, just keep going until it looks like that was done on purpose, or that's just part of the design. So even though I've got that giant word adventure, that's not really my title. My title is Senior Photo, and I'm pulling out these, I believe they're called Bright black foam thickers, and I'm going to put the word senior at the top, and then I'm going to, or yeah, the senior at the top, and then the year is going to go at the bottom, and that is the year, this was fall 2018. So I didn't put 2018, 2019 because there are so many photos of his yearbook photos that I'm not concerned about the 2019 because this was taken in like the beginning of October. So I'm just pulling out the rest of my embellishments, seeing if there's anything I want. I do have that big adventure section, so I don't necessarily want to overwhelm it with embellishments, but I do want to bring a few specific selected things in. So I do bring in this other die cut, and I'm going to finish off my layout with some gold Heidi Swap color shine in the over the word adventure. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you could flick me a thumbs up, I would be super grateful. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.